The Department of Justice, right after we went live, has announced
this is not a traffic report.
That
Whoa,
Trump
this is good.
is in the Epstein files. It is 100% confirmed.
Attorney General told Trump his name appeared in the Epstein files.
Yeah. According to 3 people with knowledge of the exchange, the disclosure came as part of a broader briefing on the re-examination of the case by the FBI and prosecutors. It was made by Ms. Bondi during a meeting that has also included the Deputy Attorney General, Tom Blanche, and covered a variety of topics. Ms. Bondi frequently meets with Mr. Trump, blah, 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 yeah. So, we have, for the first time, official confirmation that his name does appear in there. Now,
And he knew, and that he knew.
And he has known for several months.
Wow. That's huge.
That is dishing.
Yeah.
Does it have any additional information?
Yeah, so some caveats here is that it was supposedly explained to Trump that though he appears in there, there are a number of prominent individuals whose names appear in there, and not all of them are accusations. And so his name appearing in the Epstein files is not necessarily a,
But he denied it.
100%.
He denied appearing in it.
He did it.
Which suggests deception.
He's worried about it.
He's deceiving.
He's definitely not happy about that fact. Because even let's
We've already seen the letter that was in there allegedly, and
Yeah.
that's not good.
Right.
Not good at all.
And I should note, I opened a New York Times article about it, but this also came from the Wall Street Journal, which was the one that broke the news about the letter too, and is the one that is now being sued by Trump for, was it $20 billion or $10 billion?
I think.
It was either 10.
Stupid.
An obnoxious, huge amount of money. He's suing the Wall Street Journal and Rupert Murdoch, former ally Rupert Murdoch. So
Everyone's
another
turn.
sign that things are not doing so hot over in Trump land these days. So they informed the president that his name, as well as those of other high-profile figures, came up in their re-examination of the documents. So this sounds like Pam Bondi was given the task of taking another look at the Epstein case. She went and looked at it and was like, Trump, you're all over this shit. Are you sure you want me to keep looking into this? I don't know if that's exactly how the conversation went.
Probably.
Mr. Trump, a friend of the disgraced financier has already appeared in documents related to this investigation. Yep, there are a number of them that we know about. Appearing at the White House in February, Ms. Bondi distributed a series of binders about the Epstein files with the phone numbers of the president's former wife and his daughter in them. So this is Bondi's explanation. As part of our routine briefing, we made the president aware of the findings.
So wait, he's on record as saying that he told the president? Mr. Bondi.
Ms. Bondi. That's the attorney general. That's the woman who's...
She's saying that she told Trump he's in the files?
Yeah, back in
She's
May.
On record?
Well, not publicly, no.
This is someone saying that she said that,
Oh.
right? So it's like...
Yeah.
Oh, so she's a liar too.
So she's saying nothing in the files warranted further investigation or prosecution, which, yeah,
I'm sure.
I'm sure.
That letter for sure, super innocent.
Well, I guess to be fair, the letter, I mean, that wouldn't be enough to convict anybody on anything.
No, but it's
obviously
definitely
creepy
scandalous.
as fuck. Yeah, and scandalous, but
It definitely-
as far as like proving a crime, I don't think that would be enough. But department officials have regularly informed some White House officials about developments in the inquiry. Such communications are permissible under the law. The conversation was reported earlier by the Wall Street Journal. Yeah. So check out the Wall Street Journal article if you want the full scoop. But this is breaking news. This
Show me
is
the
just
headline.
currently rippling its way through the Wall Street Journal one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wall
Are
Street
you still
Journal.
talking about Jeffrey Epstein?
We are.
Bro,
we are.
come on.
Still?
It is.
Are
who
people
are you
still
kidding,
talking about this
Trumpo?
guy, this
Exclusive. Justice Department told Trump in May that his name, among many in the Epstein files, yada, yada, yada. If I try and scroll down, it says you have to pay for this article.
This is
So
a cover-up.
it sure is looking more and more like that. And speaking of which, that's a nice little dovetail with my next little story, because this had already
Dish
come out.
it.
We're dishing. You know what? Roll it again.
We didn't need it again.
I think every time.
I think we go.
I didn't mean to play it again, Nick.
We're
You said
dishing.
to dish it.
We're
Yeah,
dishing. Where did my files go?
Dude,
Where
you're
did it
not
go?
dishing right now.
I know, I missed it. Here we go. So speaking of cover up, yes,
Oh, God.
the Speaker of the House, this weird little
Dork
gremlin
ass
man,
looking point
fucking
desk
dork.
looking
Mike Johnson.
Walker, Torque.
His last name's Johnson, bro.
No, Mike Johnson like a dick.
Mike Johnson.
Mike Johnson, bro.
Mike Johnson.
He's Johnson, bro.
Yo. Why is this muted? Here we go.
The grand
Here we
jury.
go.
The president has made a request to the courts in the grand jury testimony and the files there, for example. And the court should turn that over. And that will be a continuing and ongoing quest. Now, what we refuse to do is participate in another one of the Democrats' political games. This is a serious matter. We are not going to let them use this as a political battering ram. The Rules Committee became the ground for them to do that.
So what he's talking about is something we mentioned on Dishing with Dan a few days ago, which is that the Democrats...
was lib talk.
Yeah, that was lib talk.
No. It was always Dishing with Dan. Retroactively applies to all of the previous episodes. Those were episodes 1 through 5 or whatever.
I don't know anything about that.
Everybody knows
Retroactive.
Yeah. Anyways. So, the Democrats had been trying to insert language into bills that the Republicans were passing requiring these files to be made public. Republicans voted it down multiple
single
times.
one, I
believe it was 3 times now that there was a vote on it in either a committee or on the House floor. And yes, like you said, every single Republican, as far as
Every Republican voted to not release the Epstein files.
Yeah.
Let's say that again. Every Republican voted against releasing the Epstein files.
Right. So Mike Johnson here, what he's talking about is how he's not going to play these political games, blah, blah, blah. This is what they always say, right? And he said, it's because the Democrats are trying to distract them from doing what they're there to do. Well, in the...
What is that, rape kids?
Hey-o.
Maybe.
Got him.
Well, they're going to have a lot more questions to answer here because he has adjourned the House's legislative session early to avoid having to confront this.
Bro,
Who's playing games now?
Who's playing games now?
Have some dignity, bro. This is your guys' cause.
So, and what's interesting too is, they have dismissed the House a week early. They're taking a little time off. They're just trying to relax.
Summer break, bro.
But what's interesting is it just shows how desperate they are because by doing this, they've actually tabled a number of measures that the Republicans were trying to pass that you would think that would be important to them. Here are some of the things that
Oh, God.
So a measure targeting undocumented immigrants. A bill, we know that they love targeting. They love targeting undocumented immigrants. A bill that would ease environmental rules and the rollback of some Biden-era regulations. So repealing, it's all the greatest hits. It's Biden's regulations. We're going to get rid of those. We're going to get rid of environmental protections. We're going to go after undocumented immigrants.
And we're going to rape kids.
No, but instead, we're not going to do those 3 things because it's more important for us to go home early so that we don't release this information about Jeffrey Epstein.
It's gotta be
The
big.
entire Republican apparatus is pro-child sex trafficking.
Yeah. I mean, that seems like a fair characterization of this.
Definitely not against child.
How about not anti?
Not for
Maybe not
that,
pro,
not against.
but
Not
not
against.
anti.
It depends on who's trafficking the kids,
Right.
That's
so
unbelievable. You would expect that this issue would draw some
like bipartisan support, like everyone.
Well, to be fair, he is getting some pushback from some of his own caucus. A lot of them are the usual suspects. As we've talked about before, our old friend MTG, the Jewish space lasers lady, she's very, under no circumstance do you have to hand it to MTG, but I will say that, like we talked about when we first started talking about this does kind of separate the true believers from the opportunists. I think it's pretty obvious that MTG does care about the Epstein files because
I never doubted. She's crazy.
She was Trump's strongest soldier for
She's
the
a
longest
QAnon
time,
freak, yeah.
and she is very upset about this and will not let it go. So I guess.
Shut up.
Good. You can say it, Dan.
No, I'm not. I'm not handing it to her. I'm not handing it to her.
What's this mean?
Play the laser.
What can I say? What can I say?
Okay.
That's a. What can I say? Also, Representative Tom Macy, I'm not sure how it's pronounced, Ralph Norman, and Tim Burchett from Tennessee. These are all Republicans that have commented negatively about this. Those were just the 4 that were listed in the article that I read. There may be more, but the point being is that the cracks continue to widen here on this particular topic. And there is another interesting development, though. The Oversight Committee has voted to subpoena Ghislaine Maxwell in prison.
Yeah, what were they waiting for?
So here's the thing. I have mixed feelings about the whole bringing Ghislaine into this because she is very motivated. There is a very clear incentive for her to lie about
Of course,
this.
Listen, she got to back her shit up. You know what I mean?
Donald Trump can get her out of prison.
Oh, you think she'll run for him? That would be bad.
In exchange for a pardon? Maybe.
If
way.
If he pardoned Ghislaine, that would be.
I think that'd be
on the way out.
So,
that would be, dude. Even on the way out, if he tried to pardon Ghislaine, dude, people would.
I actually agree with that.
Burn Mar-a-Lago.
Okay, well, maybe not a pardon, but some sort of deal. My point being is that
he would have.
I mean, she's a child sex trafficker. She is not necessarily the most reliable.
He did,
and she does.
She does get things done.
Well, and she is an efficient,
highly effective
organizer.
executive.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so a lot of people are trying to talk to her now, and so it'll be interesting to see where that goes. I'm not necessarily. I mean, she could also want revenge on Trump, and I mean, not to defend Trump, but I mean, Trump maybe would have an argument like, how credible is this lady?
So here's my thing.
If she comes out and is like, oh yeah, Trump was totally involved, and we're just taking her word for it. I mean, she is a convicted sex felon. Like, I don't know. So I think a huge grain of salt with anything that she says. I personally don't really see her as a trustworthy source on any of this.
Hopefully they can source her claims.
Yeah, but yeah, she may be able to point in some directions or something that can be corroborated or whatever.